Hi, I'm Keefer.
I'm Gerry.
And you're watching Kids First News Highlights. Boy, Gerry, there have been some great radio show segments this year in fall.
True, this is why we compiled a list of the top 5 radio show segments of fall. Here they are. Number 5, Keefer interviewing me about the fantastic movie, All Work, All Play.
When I looked up All Work, All Play, I kind of snickered a little bit because the synopsis says it shows the struggle of competitive gaming, and I kind of snickered because I'm thinking, struggle? What struggle? But no, I looked into some of the pain they get from the wrist and the reflexes they have to use, so no, yeah, there is a darker side of competitive gaming.
Yeah, there definitely is. And it's not easy, and a lot of people think it's easy, that you just go, you play, you get a lot of money, and you're happy. It's definitely not that. You need to train for hours and hours. I'm like, they talk about this one person who's on the Cloud 19, and he trains 40, 50 hours a week.
Yes.
And he's still not the best player out there. That just gives you an idea that people train their entire lives, and then they go out there and they're not the best.
Certainly. And this film is actually out, so go check it out. It shows everything about esports. Thank you very much, Gerry, for talking about it. Number 4. I'm interviewing Keefer and his mom Candice about the new phone ZTE Maven and ZTE Sonata. This is the first radio show segment to feature a Kids First mom. Way cool.
One of the things I really like about the Maven, and I'm sure AT&T does this also for their other phones, but the Maven, the ZTE Maven, is a Go phone, so you pay as you go with this particular phone. And one of the things that they have in the box and that they tell you when you go in and get it started is that they give you a AT&T.com location to go, which walks you step by step through the phone so that you can discover things you didn't even know were there and that it would take you too long to go through the book and read everything. So they're not only providing you with something that's a lesser cost, because the one that I have is $59.99, but it sets you up to be able to succeed in having that particular phone. That, for me personally, was very exciting to have.
Back to you, Keefer.
Number 3, I interview Michelle about the Fantastic Four film. And boy, it may not be the best superhero film, but it's fun, unique, and
It's the 2015 film.
2015? You mean that terrible?
So, what did you think about this new Fantastic Four film?
Oh my god, I was so disappointed leaving that theater. I was just really sad that it just wasn't made well.
I'm usually the defender of Marvel films, and if Willie's listening to this, I am going to get panned by Willie, and he's going to tell me I told you so. But I agree with you. As a Marvel fan, I mean, it had a good start.
Yeah.
With Miles Teller and everyone, it had a great start, but it just didn't fulfill the justice and everything of Marvel's Fantastic Four. But what to you made it disappointing?
I feel like compared to the last Fantastic Four, well, for starters, I don't even know why they would have to make a reboot of such a great movie already. Yeah. But I don't know. I just feel like the acting and everything was just so dull, and it just wasn't like everything was just really boring. There was only like 3 settings, and all those settings were like all the good ones they spent 1 minute in, and like all the boring ones it was like 60.
Number 2, Raven interviewing Kendall about the film Ricky and the Flash. And it's such a great film, it makes me want to sing!
Well, definitely, that's some heavy topics, and I think that's an interesting combination the way they did this, because there's some heavy topic, the underlying message of family and things like that. But then also, I mean, when I was watching, I haven't seen this movie yet, and I cannot wait to see it. But when I was watching the trailers, I mean, Meryl Streep, she seems like such a hilarious, like rebellious character, and I know her character isn't necessarily a comedian, but I just think it's like so cool to see her take on such an outlandish character and bring sort of that lightheartedness to a heavier topic. So how do you think Meryl Streep did in this role? I'm guessing amazing because she's phenomenal and everything, but I want to get your take on that.
She did a fantastic job. This is something definitely different than I haven't seen, like this side of her. Mm-hmm. And her character is, as you said, she has a lot of funny moments because she's kind of sarcastic, and she's very interesting, and she has an edgy kind of feel, and she loves rock and roll in her music. But at the end of the day, she's very sincere and tenderhearted, and she really cares about her family, even though she did walk away for them. And she does regret leaving her family behind, and wishes she never made that mistake. So.
And the #1 radio show of the fall is...
Willie and I having a discussion about the fall films. This was Willie's first time hosting, and he did amazing, Zing.
Shout out to Willie.
Now, Willie, I have a question. What do you think the fall season, fall or holiday seasons, the fourth quarter seasons of films are like the best films that come out, or am I? Is it
you're onto something, because the spring season is right after Oscar season, and Harvey Weinstein and all the major producers don't want to release things then because they've become forgotten for the next Oscar season. The summer is all about blockbusters. Producers know that they're not going to throw their Oscar bait up. They're not going to throw some independent film with the great dramatic core against Avengers. So the fall season is really where you get the meat. That's really where the Oscar campaigning starts. So we get things like Danish Girl. That's where Meryl Streep will come out. You'll see Tom Hanks and Denzel and all the great actors. This is really the best and most exciting season.
Can't agree with you more. I mean, as much as I love Ant-Man, I'm not going to put Ant-Man for like Best Picture. So, I mean, yes, this is when film studios of all types are just throwing as the biggest productions they got. This is the stuff that the writers, and they got the biggest writers, they got the biggest directors and actors, just to throw as much as they can out there for award season.
Well, that was our top 5 radio show list. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. If you'd like to see any of these segments full and any of the new radio shows, which is on every Tuesday, go to our channel on Voice America Kids. You can click the link just down here, or you can find it on the website kidsfirst.org. Also, if you go to kidsfirst.org, you can find information on how you can become a Kids First film critic. If you'd like to see more top 5 lists, top 10 lists, reviews, events, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff, go to the Kids First YouTube page. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Also, check out reviews on Huffington Post blog. We post a new review every week. I'm Keefer.
I'm Gerry.
And you're watching Kids First News Highlights. Ciao! See you at the movies.